Hey guys, so we got Malone here. We've done a previous video on him with talking about body language. Remember, he's a super insecure dog. So we are out doing some socialization work today. All right, and so we're gonna go ahead and get started here. Malone, heel, and I'll start talking to you guys as we're walking through the market. We're at the local Summerville, South Carolina farmers market. But the reason why we're still using the redundant wire system with a wraparound leash on my body for safety is because once we get to the point with the remote collar application phase where we have 100% reliability that he understands all aspects of communication through the remote collar and knows to return to the handler if something startles him, because remember, he is an extremely insecure dog and we're working on that insecurity in his training, right? Once we have that completed and established, then we'll go ahead and take off the redundant leash system. Nope. Okay, so that dog walks by, it's a little bit crazy. That amps them up a little bit. I'm gonna say no, give a little remote collar correction. And just notice that if I do give a remote collar correction and I'm not seeing him adjust to me properly, not move back to me immediately, I'm gonna go ahead and tug on that leash just a little bit to give him leash guidance to come back to my left side, okay? And that's what we're trying to work on right now. That's our focus. If he gets scared of something or insecure of something and moves away from me, I'm just gonna say no, bump on the remote collar, and then if I need to, I'm gonna tug on that leash just like that to bring him back to my left side, provide that leash guidance back to my left side, okay? So also when I'm working through the farmer's market here, I'm gonna be paying attention to different environmental factors that might be triggering that insecurity, okay? So I'm paying attention out of my peripheral vision, and every once in a while I'll go ahead and look down at him, but I'm looking at his tail position, right? So right now it's slightly tucked with the tip coming out, which means that he's relaxing more as we go through. I'm watching that ear position, which his ears overall are pretty relaxed. And then we're noting the heavy panting that he's doing, all right? And that heavy panting, it can be from how hot it is, right? It's not as hot as it normally is, so that heavy panting is a good indicator of stress, right? So we know that he is a little bit anxious, he is a little bit stressed out with all the environmental factors going on, so that panting can be, good. That panting can be an indicator of that, okay? Now notice as we pass that hyped up dog again, he necessarily wants to get away from that dog, right? So he tucks himself in towards me, right? But you can't overcrowd me. So in that case, I said no, gave a little correction, used the leash to guide him away from me, right? And see how he's walking ahead of me right here? I'm gonna say no, bump on the remote collar, and then provide a little bit of leash guidance backward, just like this, to get him to get closer to my left leg. So if he still goes ahead, I'm gonna turn this level up just a little bit on the remote collar, say no again, and give another correction, and then more leash guidance, okay? So that's gonna be the protocol that we go through. Depending on the distraction going on, depending on the scenario going on, you're gonna have to adjust your stimulation levels up or down, depending on what's going on around you, to provide an effective communication to the dog, whether it's an extremely insecure dog like Malone here, or just a normal dog without that insecurity. And notice how he's kind of wrapping himself up. Okay, so all I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna provide leash guidance if I need to. Okay, so he did, so notice we stopped, but when we stop, we expect an automatic sit next to us. So he comes up in front of me, spins around, comes back this way, right? Because of the people passing by him, it's triggering insecurity. So I'm gonna do that again to do another demonstration. So I walk this way. Hey, how's it going, guys? So I walk this way, right? I come back to where I was to do that stop from the heel and get the automatic sit from him, okay? We give him a second, notice how he does the automatic sit. Good boy. Then we can provide the reward, which is physical touch in this case. Now ideally, preferably, we give him food rewards throughout this process for doing the right thing, for maintaining eye contact. However, because his insecurity is so high, he will not take food rewards. So we have to rely upon physical touch and then reliance upon the things that he knows, like automatic sit, doing a down, doing a heel position, all these different types of things, okay? But as we go through these different types of sessions, those are some things that we're looking on, and the more that we do these sessions, repetition is gonna be your best friend with an insecure dog like Malone, working through this, working on all the different key points that we talked about in today's video. And then as you do this consistently, repetitiously, that insecurity should come down. As the dog builds confidence, it becomes desensitized to scenarios like this, okay? So Hope you guys found value from this video. Let us know in the comments below if you have any questions, and we'll see y'all next time.